Back here at the HCC Tennis Center, Simone Jardim Florida Grand Slam Championship Court. You see the youngsters, dude, the juniors game has exploded here on the PPA Tour. It's a new thing here in 2021. It's not just a game for your elders anymore. The youngsters getting involved more and more, as now the count is in the millions around the country of athletes that are taking up this great game. Drew Felios, Rob Cassidy, Hannah Johns has joined us throughout the broadcast. Jason Powers, my buddy, also with us here courtside. You know, when you're in your hometown, your buddies stop by, say hello. Derek Stewart yesterday organizing pickleball tournaments here locally. It's been really a great weekend as you look at Corrine Carr on the court right now. Joey Farias, her partner, a dynamic duo they are.
Absolutely, it's great to see them be so successful today. Joey Farias, more than just a pretty face, more than just a pretty singing voice, man. He is a multi-talented individual, and you will see him bust out several tricks on the court here coming up. So props to them. They defeated a lot of teams here today. Arina Terashenko and Deckel Barr were on a similar side of the bracket, losing to Susanna Barr and Tyler Loon, but Corrine and Farias taking care of business with them to move forward to this match, 16-14 against Barr and Loon. So, that one was a heater for sure. And they took down Athena Trioulet and Brian Sherry as well, fighting back. So props to see them in this bronze medal match.
And of course, Rob, we got to say all the information we're getting about who's advancing. Pickleballtournaments.com. Melissa McCurley, what a job she does throughout the course of the year. Corrine Carr, you'll see her featured on that website as well. One of the up-and-coming stars in this great sport of pickleball. That pickleballtournaments.com, the way they keep track of match after match is really amazing.
Yeah, Corrine Carr, no stranger to the podium as she used to partake in some battles on the same side of the court as Simone Jardim. And you know, props to her, because while she was in those battles, you know, she saw most of the balls. You know, that's a heavy workload there when you're seeing every ball after every match all day long. So Corrine Carr has certainly become a very well-known player in this game. So let's see how these two match up against Waters and McGuffin in just a moment.
So Waters and McGuffin gonna have to go two straight here. Not much rest to be had when you're playing through that loser's bracket. You got to be ready pretty much whenever your number is called.
Absolutely. You know, sometimes you want to warm up. You don't want to get cold or whatnot. But right now, I'm expecting them to be working on that shade and water combo. Shade and water, keys to success in this hot heat. Got a great match here coming up. Thanks for joining us, guys. And, you know, we mentioned Miss Melissa McCurley and pickleballtournaments.com and, you know, the service they do to the game. Drew Felios, thanks for being here, man, providing the coverage to the viewers at home. On behalf of the sport, we thank you. I thank you.
Just want to say, could not do it without you. We got, you know, of course, Mr. Weinbach last week coming up through. Scott yesterday was magic on the mic. All of our crew here doing a tremendous job on the cameras. Ray Koyakovo in the truck. All the guys behind the scenes making this work here on Championship Court, Rob, a brand new platform for the PPA. And we are going tour stop to tour stop. We are in St. George, Utah, 2 weeks from this weekend. We can't wait.
We are in good hands here as we have head referee Don Stanley in the house taking charge. Don Stanley has been one of those contributing factors to setting the standard as far as refereeing goes. You know, a huge piece of making this game we love more professional, more and more each tournament. So shout out to all our referees out there.
Absolutely, you being one yourself as you look at Tyson McGuffin, who has changed the shirt.
Looking sharp.
Still same look though, same determination, same fire that has gotten him to this point. 5'10", 30 years old. And Tyson McGuffin looking to take care of business here. And there's Leigh Waters, seasoned veteran here in this great game. Whether she's with her daughter, Anna Leigh, or playing alongside Tyson, you know you're going to get mistake-free pickleball, just very solid, fundamental, does what she has to do, does a great job keeping points alive.
Yeah, they really worked together in that last match we just watched to get themselves where they are. Here we go.
Officials, as you were saying, do a great job here in these tournaments.
Yep, we're going to be using the dual referee system here just to have two pairs of eyes on that kitchen area, just kind of confirming those foot faults. No question about it. So looking forward to that being utilized. Joey Farias, Corrine Carr making a late run here, the second PPA stop of the year. I'm stoked. I am super stoked. Corrine Carr, always a pleasure to watch her play. So consistent, and watch out when she starts striking well. So here we go. Formalities out of the way. Game time.
So Farias, from what I understand, does have some legit musical talent, huh, Rob?
Oh my gosh, yeah, legit is the exact word. When I first listened to this man with an instrument, I was shocked. Here we go.
It's all about pickleball right now.
Woo. High intensity right off the bat. Leigh Waters seemed to have utilized that break well. She's coming out looking fresh.
Once again, playing to 15. Whoever wins this will go to the bronze. Continue to sort out the pairings here on championship court. It's Corrine Carr.
Such a large bracket this morning, such a deep draw to only have 4 teams left in it. Pretty remarkable. All this action in one day? Are you guys kidding me? There it is, McGuffin with the swipe. A little communication there, a little strategic communication from Waters. I think she noticed something. Those little observations are make and break when there's so little weaknesses in your opponents at this level. Off the bounce. Keeping the pressure to Corrine Carr.
One. 2-0, Leigh Waters serving.
Little off the bounce attack from the red zone there, ill-advised. Red zone kind of referring to whenever you're striking the ball below the net, and you technically have to hit up on the ball. It's not exactly the preferable time to attack.
Nice winner from Corrine Carr. And a side out now for Carr and Farias.
Here we go. Looking to get a streak going here.
0-2-1.
Ooh. Oh, and it's just...
Corrine Carr, the former doubles partner of Simone Jardim. 0-2-2.
Yes, very successful TOC champion, multiple titles, US Open. Leigh Waters might be a little older in terms of age, but she is certainly the new kid on the block in that exchange.
Take a look at all the labels and the sponsors, Paddle Tech amongst them. Sometimes it's not just a battle of competitors, it's a battle of companies going at it, brands.
Oh yeah,
here on championship court.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Nicely done by Waters. I mean, it is safe to say some of these higher ups are watching a lot of these matches and obviously pulling for their representatives to get the job done.
3-0-2. McGuffin with his signature Invicta, representing Selkirk today, and Corrine Carr with her Vulcan paddle. Joey Farias representing Gearbox today. Shout out to Sean Rickard, most attractive commercial on the scene right now, coming from Sean Rickard. Very attractive man.
How gratifying is it, Rob, to be sponsored in this game and to have a brand that you represent, and obviously gives you financial help as well as McGuffin scores again.
Yeah, it certainly helps to have a brand that supports you behind the scenes, on and off the court. You know, it helps. It really helps to allow you to do what you need to do out there. And, you know, they support you, and you get to represent them and support them as well in that way. So. All these companies are good to have these players here. Leigh Waters representing Paddle Tech. These guys are great personalities out here as well as competitors. So here we are. 4-0 as McGuffin Waters breaking it open just a little. Huge hand exchange. Leigh Waters pulls the trigger. McGuffin able to back it up. Nice deep return from Corrine. Great drop from McGuffin. Backs it up again. Takes the net slowly but surely. Oh, that tough missed dink from Joey.
This time wide.
Nice, and if you're taking notes from these pros at home, guys, take a look at their footwork at that kitchen line. You'll notice they're not stagnant. They're not just holding that ready spot, that origin spot that we think, you know, we're covering our responsibilities. They're really making their adjustments on every ball with that footwork, so. Nice patience here. Oh, tough miss dink by Leigh Waters.
Carr and Farias have a 6-0 mountain to climb here on this race to 15.
That was an unforced error. She might have been going for a little much. Oh, off the net. Corrine able to adjust. Goes for the lob. Another paddle on it.
Well, how about McGuffin? Farias matching him, though. Oh.
Oh,
wow.
Goes for the reset.
Yeah,
Great defense.
See Corrine Carr, too. She's always smiling. Rob, you made that point last week. No matter what happens on the court, always a nice grin. Loves to play this game.
That was a beautiful third shot drive by Farias there, handled by Waters. Joey, however, kind of taking away time from himself with that drive. Waters a drive of her own. McGuffin backs it up with a patient reset. All four players at the net. McGuffin applying the pressure. Awesome exchange.
Second serve now coming up. 7-0 cushion for Waters and McGuffin. Tyson McGuffin trying to move on here.
Out of the air.
Oh, Carr got a little going in one direction. McGuffin went the other way.
And there's the 8, folks, as they switch sides. 1 minute on that side switch. And according to the rules, there's no coaching during that 1 minute side switch. Gonna towel down, manage the sweat. It is humid here in Tampa, Florida. Big difference from the dry heat of Arizona. Still hot nonetheless. And an 8-0 lead on this side switch. McGuffin and Waters have left it on, coming from that previous match.
Yeah, lots of Jigsaw health being distributed here courtside, trying to keep everybody hydrated and healthy. And of course, the shades have been very popular places over the last few days. See most of the crowd tucked in under the shade to the left of us here on Championship Court.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen, side of court play too much of a factor in these matches this weekend. It's been pretty neutral on both sides of the net, but who knows? Maybe there's something out there that we're not exactly seeing here, and maybe we can see Joey and Corrine find something here on this side switch. Now's the time.
Once they sense that the other team is on the offensive, they back off and they take the defensive. See, they try to get in. Okay, now they're in.
Side out.
Look at they didn't get it. They had the ball 2 feet, 4 from
081.
Corrine Carr tries to get her team on the scoreboard. That'll be the first point for Carr and Farias here, and they have got a long way to come back.
181.
Saw some pretty crazy runs last week at Phoenix. 8-0, 9-0. Carr and Farias are going to need one of those here.
Tough miss. Joey a little frustrated with that one. It's time to keep it going here. The seal is broken.
182.
Nice setup. Can she keep the pressure? Joey with the dunk.
McGuffin wondering, was that in? And that looked like it was right on the line, barely. It didn't look like it was in from this vantage point, but when you see the replay, clearly.
And at that point, when in doubt, the ball's in for sure. No one's able to overturn that, and if Tyson and Leigh can't make a call, it's in. Woo!
Yep.
Painting lines out there. Joey Farias with the precision put away. There's that pressure. He's getting real big. Decides not to attack. Oh! Corrine able to keep him in it, but that ball just a little awkward on the paddle of Joey. He tried to get low to pull it off, but tough point. 8-2-1 here. Oh, yeah.
Second serve now coming up. Carr and Farias trying to get side out here. Crowd building here on Championship Court. This is the time of day when folks start to come away from the side courts and come where all the action is, where Rob Cassidy has been hanging out. Anytime you're in a place, Rob, there's sure to be lots of action.
You know it. I know where to find it. It's right here on center court. Aye, tough ball. Ooh. Nice reset from Waters, getting themselves out of that position, but she can't hold on to it. It can be tough going from those heated hand exchange back to that soft dink rally.
382.
Starting to slowly get back in it. See if they can keep the momentum.
Leigh pulls the trigger. Corrine able to handle.
She really stood tall on that point.
A youthful veteran that Corrine Carr is to the pickleball scene. Been playing at the highest level for quite some time now. Ball's up, keeps it on court. The reset. Oh, and a tough dish out.
You mentioned levels and players here in this great game.
841.
Take one more look at the point, and the marvelous job Farias did keeping it alive. Of course, you have the ranking systems, 3.0, 3.5, 5.0. Explain those systems, Rob, and how you actually get ranked numerically.
Sure. I can delve into the rankings, or ratings rather. Oh, Farias with a missed opportunity there. Set himself up perfectly. Waters and McGuffin finally off of the 8 onto the 9. These all four. Oh, Joey. And a timeout called, rightfully so. Farias, Corrine, still in this match, need to keep their heads about them and stay in this one. So, yeah, you know, there's 2-5. There's a ranking system. The highest used to be 5-0, Drew. But these players are upper level 5-0 players, and it's almost been redefined, you know, to 6.0, but we can delve into that as well. We'll be right back here, guys, after a short break, and thanks for joining us. Back to the match shortly.
This is going to be our most successful launch ever. I'm really excited.
Hey, everybody, I have your coffee.
Awesome.
There you go, boss.
Ben, mine was supposed to be iced.
I asked for soy milk.
I ordered a 9-shot, 1-pump mocha, non-fat, no whip with exactly 4 shakes of cinnamon. This is only 3.
I'm sorry, guys. I can fix this. Let me just get these back.
You should probably stick to pickleball.
Mine's plain water.
We come back to Tampa here, championship court. Drew Felios, Rob Cassidy. Standing by is Hannah Johns with a special guest. Hannah, take it away.
Here with Eddie from Eddie and Webby, popular pickleball podcast. Can you share a little bit about what you do for pickleball?
Man, I don't know what I don't do for pickleball, but it's an honor to be here at the PPA event, the Simone Jardim Florida Grand Slam.
That ball's going to stay in.
Webby and I do a podcast together where we bring on some of the top professionals in the industry. I also do a YouTube channel with Simone Jardim herself. And, the Around the Post show with Johnny Pickleball and Kyle Yates. I just love to help out in any way I can with pickleball, and I guess video production is the way that I've done it.
As somebody who does media and broadcasting, what does it take to set up an event on this scale?
I mean, it's an incredible undertaking to put together a production like this. I mean, what we do is small potatoes compared to what you guys are actually seeing here. And I feel like, we have to spend thousands of dollars and hours of prep work just to be able to get our level of quality. So it's no small undertaking by any means.
And in terms of broadcasting, you're on camera all the time. You're totally used to going through that. Talk about how difficult it is to be on the commentary team and have to talk nonstop all day long, sometimes 12-hour days.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, especially because by the time you get to the gold medal matches, you have been talking, you are on camera, and you got to stay locked in for hours at a time. And that level of focus can be very challenging. And I have to say, commentary it requires a special skill set. And I think that everybody has their own opinion on what good commentary is, what bad commentary is. But I think that just getting in front of the mic and sharing your thoughts about pickleball is tough as it is. And I think we should give them a lot of credit because it is a lot of work to do that.
Absolutely. And in what capacity are you here today? As a player, as a broadcaster?
I'm actually just getting some video work that hopefully I can edit into some really nice cinematic highlight clips to be able to show after the fact. My goal in pickleball is to really help highlight the amazing pros that we have. And it's incredible what we can do, and I'm just honored to be a part of it.
All right. Well, thank you. Is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out, or do you want to plug your podcast?
Well, honestly, if I have the ability to plug anybody, it's going to be this woman right here, Simone Jardim. Guys, if you haven't had a chance to meet her, she's probably one of the most incredible people I've ever met in my entire life. She has tenacity and talent, and she's just incredible. I've been working with her on her YouTube channel for over a year now, and it's probably some of the funnest videos I get to do.
Well, thanks for your time, Eddie. We're going to take it back to the court so you can see the results that we just had. I think that match just finished. Drew?
All right, thank you so much, Hannah. Yes, it did. Waters and McGuffin take care of Carr and Deacon.
Yep. Farias and Corrine.
Farias, rather.
Yeah, they've. Unfortunately, that's the end of the run for Joey and Corrine. Fantastic match. Could have gone either way, in all honesty, if they didn't take that hole earlier. They had some good fight, and props to them for that deep run they had today. Hopefully, we get to see them play again in the upcoming stops. But yeah.
Championship court here at the HCC Tennis Center. We'll be back in just a moment.